What are you selling? Okay, let's see. We got Pokeballs, Repels, mails, and stuff like that. Nothing too interesting. Well, you can buy Pokeballs if you want, but other than that, there's nothing that tickles my fancy for now. Not that I'm here for anything else. Anyway, let's see what Crasher Wake is up to. Your eyes are on my Crasher Wake mask. I wouldn't see myself with such a mask, actually. You want the other mask? And, we got the Turtwig mask. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we get the mask that corresponds to the starter I took at the beginning. What am I gonna get? The Chimchar mask. Oh, so I guess I'm getting the whole set of 3 after all. Aha! Figured it out on my own. But, yeah, didn't remember that very well, mostly because masks are completely useless. There aren't even any contests you can use them in, so it's entirely pointless. Present for you from the one who wears masks the best. Now this whole thing is sort of lost in translation because his Japanese name is Maximum Mask, and thus that's why there is such a big fuss about the masks when it comes to what we just saw. And these 2 NPCs are talking about how you can evolve a Porygon by trading it with an upgrade. You see, this is the kind of thing that we take for granted. We got Cerebi and GameFAQs and other stuff, but if it wasn't for that, how would we even figure that stuff out? I mean, would we be forced to buy the strategy guide or something? Anyway, lots of TMs. I don't remember what half of them are. I recognize them. Return and Frustration right off the bat, but otherwise, the TMs that I really want aren't here. They're at the game corner. So, on this floor, we got... Okay, you know what? Tunnel Mail is finally available. Oh my god, this is so exciting! Previously, it was only sold in Violet City, then why is it such a big deal? I mean, I reached Violet City like an hour and a half in, and I'm like... How much time in? 20 hours of footage and many more of grinding, so... Yeah, entirely pointless. And that's the case for this entire floor as well, because it just sells mail, which you can also find down by the clerk who sold the Pokeballs and the Repels. But what the hell? Anyway, this floor, I believe, is the one where you can buy temporary stat raisers as well as permanent ones. So we got the temporary ones, and I'm going to assume that this one sells the permanent ones. There we go. So nothing I intend on using right away. I may come back here later on if I need to raise my EVs. For the final battles against the Elite Four rematches in Red and stuff like that, but otherwise, I'm gonna keep my money on me for now. And, okay, this woman's telling me that there are some healing items that Pokemon hate, namely the bitter items. They're cheaper than regular healing items, but your Pokemon's happiness will go down. And what the hell is he talking about? I don't think there are any prizes in these vending machines. Let's see. No, it's just a regular vending machine, so what the hell is he babbling on about? Maybe it's something that I'm missing, but, I honestly have no idea. Maybe there really are vending machines somewhere that can give you things for free sometimes, or... I don't know. I just don't know. So, now we're done with the department store, so I'm gonna head back to the ground floor and get out of there. There are still a few more buildings that we need to check out, most notably the game corner. And as I said, I'm going to buy a TM for Psychic, for Lapras. Don't worry, I have the coins. I'm not gonna get to the counter and get told, oh, you have no coins, you can't buy it. Don't worry, I do have enough coins. And okay, we have the obvious parallel between Celadon and Goldenrod, as if you hadn't made it already. This old man over there, in red, blue, and yellow, he gave you the TM for soft boil. That's right, back then there was a TM that only 2 Pokemon could learn, and one of them was Mew. So, yeah, most useless TM of all time. So, this pond in front of the house, it has Grimers in it. That's always been the case, as I can recall. So, the game corner is next door, and as I said, I caught this Lapras about 50 videos ago, and only now am I about to get rid of Body Slam that I had originally planned on doing. Okay, with a whole pile of coins and grinning to myself. Well, it's not like there's any shame in that. You can't lose any coins at this game. So, let's go inside the game corner. I believe Mr. Game says the exact same thing as in Goldenrod. And here's the gym advisor, who's obviously slacking off at work and spending his time in the game corner instead. And yeah, he says the same thing as in Goldenrod. And I actually read, make my heart pound with excrement instead of excitement. Well, the fact that you can't buy coins sure is bullshit, but wow, I don't know why I actually read it that way. But anyway, back in Goldenrod, the prizes were obtained in the same building as the game itself, but in Celadon, it works the same way it always has. It's the building next door that hands out the rewards. And this guy here is... there was a guy in the battle zone in Platinum that allowed you to see what kind of hidden power each Pokemon would have, so let's try our hand at Raikou, and it would be Hidden Power Grass! Oh, wow! Hidden Power Grass, I think that's actually one of the best ones for Raikou. Now, I don't think it has 70 power, but, whoa! That's actually pretty good. Anyway, let's buy that Psychic TM for 10,000 coins. And let's see the held items that are in sale. Nothing too interesting. So, now, over there, I think they sell Pokémon here. Mr. Mime, Eevee, Porygon. The prizes actually did not go up since red, blue, and yellow, unlike the TMs that we just saw. So speaking of which, I'm going to finally get rid of Body Slam on Lapras and teach it Psychic instead. Thank God I actually saw it by complete accident when I taught Psychic to Lugia. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have caught on to the fact that it can actually learn Psychic. There we go. So, is there anything left? I think there is. Trainer tips. Guard spec protects Pokemon from status reduction moves. Nothing very interesting because, seriously, when was the last time you ever used one of these? And, okay, we got a building here, and I think I know what it is by process of elimination. Yeah, it's the restaurant. An eating contest. We have a great contestant from the Sinnoh region. So, let's go check that out. Let's see who it is. Hey, look, it's Maylene! Wow! I don't know what to say. She's really out of her element here because she's the size of a toothpick. Or maybe it's a tribute to those Japanese people who partake in eating contests and they are the size of toothpicks themselves. I've always found it amazing how such thin people could eat so many hamburgers at once. But either way, not complaining, it's a cool little cameo. We can't serve you right now. What if I want to enter the contest? Okay, let's see what Maylene has to say about this. Munch, 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 the eat-a-thon contest. Never dreamed of such a wonderful thing. After a strict diet during training, I can eat like a Hippowdon. The winner eats for free, so that means that whoever loses has to shell out like $200 for all the stuff they ate. Man, that's a gamble. That's a gamble I really don't want to try. But, yeah. It seems like Maylene has no discipline whatsoever, because she trains and trains and trains, and after that she eats like a Hippowdon, in her own words. So, yeah, blatant lack of discipline there. And, okay, we got some more of these little side areas. Wow! I pressed the button at sort of random there and found the PP up. Wow, I wish I could get PP ups more often that way. Just press a button in a seemingly random spot and BAM! PP up! Anyway, I'm gonna head back to the Pokemon Center real quick because I'm going to need Furret for this because the gym is located behind a cuttable tree and there are more of these inside the gym, so I'm going to get rid of Crobat for the time being. I'm not going to need to fly around very much. So let's head over to the gym. And by the way, in that restaurant, in Gold, Silver, Crystal, you could find leftovers in a trash can. That is no longer the case in this game. The only leftovers that you can get reliably is the one that the sleeping Snorlax has on it. And we're coming up on the Celadon Gym, which can only mean one thing. It's time for old censored pervert dude to take the front stage. Leader Erica, the nature-loving princess, and let's see what he has to say about it. This gym is great. It's full of strong trainers. Yay for censorship. In Gold, Silver, Crystal, he said, this gym is great. It's full of women, but here the joke falls flat on its ass. So I'm going to go with the Lapras in the lead, since the weakness to Grass is cancelled out by the Ice type, and Ice Beam is super effective, and Lapras really needs the experience. And, oh man, that gym. Don't tell me I'm going to have to go through this. Oh man, this is not good. I hate this place. Look at how much clutter there is everywhere. There's just so much shit. You can barely see where the trainers are. Oh my god, I hate this place so damn much. You just have to feel your way around and stuff and hope that you can manage to progress. Yes! Paydirt! A trainer! So this is buying me some time where I won't have to look like a complete doofus trying to find my way around this gym. And this is a question that I ask every now and then. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I mean, the original puzzle for the Celadon Gym was hardly worth calling a puzzle because it's just finding your way around the gym while cutting cuttable trees, and there was really no other obstacle, but this, it's just, oh, we got the easiest puzzle ever, so let's just put a whole bunch of clutter everywhere. That is not fun. It just forces you to feel around for hidden passages and such, and that's just not what makes a good gym puzzle. This is Pokemon Soul Silver, not Milon's Secret Castle! Remember when I complained back at the Veilstone Gym in Platinum? Yeah, we just saw Maylene, so maybe it was predestined, but still, I complained back then that there was just too much shit on the screen to help solve the puzzle, and that's yet another one of these, and I really don't like it. In fact, hear me out, just hear me out. I have a theory for why the guy says it's full of strong trainers instead of it's full of women. He's looking in through the window, but all he sees is all that shit lying around, so he can't even tell whether the gym is full of women or not. It could be a gay orgy, and he would never know. Okay, so I think I'm starting to figure out how this place works. Trainer is gonna fight them, and after that I'm gonna end the video here. By the way, when I was talking about, a gay orgy, I didn't mean to offend anyone. It's just that I was looking for the thing that would be the most opposite to what the old pervert thinks there is in the gym. So, didn't mean to offend anyone with that. But yeah, the way I think it works is that wherever there's no foliage, then this means that there's a place that you can pass through. Though the isometric view makes it sort of difficult to know exactly which square you have to be standing on. But I think that's the general principle of how this gym is supposed to work. And, okay, this is not good because we're almost running out of time, and Lugia even wants to learn punishment. No, I don't care about punishment. Give me recover, give me nothing. Oh, well, if I run out of time in the middle of the battle, then I guess I'm going to have to cut it right in the middle of the battle, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. So, next time on Pokemon Soul Silver, we are going to take on Erica, the nature-loving princess.